Girl, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? So we're back at it. Now listen, I thought I was gonna come back, and it's always gonna be about Biden, all right? But it look like Biden, he gonna pull this thing on through. When I tell you they are so mad and livid, but I already told y'all what's gonna happen because I already knew this thing. I had it in a dream. Yes, I did. But I don't know if you guys know, but it's so many reports of so many people that is breaking up, and then we starting with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne and his girl. I don't know if you guys know who his girl is. Her name is Denise. She is a plus size model. Can we give it up for a plus size model? Okay. Hey, what's going on? I'm not used to you scheduling. Listen, EM. I ain't used to scheduling my lives either. Okay. Listen, it's an all new thing for me. And hopefully karma will come on through, Agent Karma. All right. So all right, here we go. Right on the dot. Hey, how's it going, Agent Karma?
Hey, how you doing? I'm good.
Okay, yeah, I was just talking about you. I was like, I know. Hold on, DJ. DJ is so rude. All right, how you been doing, Karma?
I've been doing good, sitting back, sipping on the tea.
Okay, because we've been missing you. It was like she missing in action. I told him. I said, she's out there at the celebrity parties, going undercover, getting the tea.
Well, I have to make them miss me. Can't give them too much of me all at once.
Okay, so now we're on Lil Wayne. He just broke up with his girlfriend Denise. She's a plus size model, so I was giving love to plus size girls out there. But why did he break up with her? And they are saying that, I don't know if you guys just realized this, but Lil Wayne, not too long ago, he endorsed President 45, and we don't say that T word. Because you know what? I want to say so much, but I can't until we get to that part because I am going to talk about the election just a little bit, not too much. But you guys know he endorsed President 45, but guess what? His girlfriend wasn't for it. Nope. His girlfriend got on social media and was rooting for Biden. Yeah, she was rooting for Biden, and those was her views. And Lil Wayne, he got so mad at her. He said, nah, get the hell out of my house. Now you trying to undermine this election. You trying to go against me. You know what? I guess he figured, listen, when I move, you move just like that. My political views should be your political views. And she speaks out about it. She speaks out. And Lil Wayne, he speaks out about it too. And we're going to talk about that. Now, when you first heard this, what was you thinking about, Karma?
Well, at first I was thinking, like, how does politics really play this important role in your relationship where you're like, okay, I cannot deal with this person. But then when I think about the interview and how things played out, and it's like, okay, no. I cannot sit back and be with a person that feels this way. So as far as the way she would make feel, I completely can understand why she would not want to be with him anymore after this. But for him to be acting the way he is, it's like, you're the one that's wrong. How dare you say anything to her?
Girl, comment. Let us know what you guys think about this. So let's go on here. She speaks out, like I told you guys. She says, imagine being dumped over an IG post, okay? That express my political views and encourage people to vote. I definitely 2020. Girl, let me tell you something. You don't need Lil Wayne. And I'm so sorry that y'all didn't have conversations about political views. Can I ask y'all a question? When you guys are dating and you getting to know this man or this woman, whoever, do you guys talk about politics and what's going on? I know I do. Listen, I talk about them. So I talk about like the first date, the second date. I know you don't supposed to, but hell, I want to know where a person stands, and it's very important to me. And I have I have gave brothers the cold soldiers because I just didn't care for their stance and how they felt about certain things, hell no, and Miss Karma, how do you feel about that? Do you talk when you're on dates about political views or how you feel about X, Y, and Z? Is it important that they align with yours, or what's your thoughts on that?
I guess it just depends on how extreme the views are, where we can have a disagreement on things. I don't expect things to just be 100% in line, everything that I want, you completely agree with. But we do need to have some type of common ground. We have to have some type of understanding. You have to have some type of empathy or sympathy for my side the same way I have to on your side. There has to be that conversation, that willingness for conversation. But if it's just one-sided, it's my way or the highway type of thing, and I don't agree with you, then no, that's a deal breaker for me.
All right. So I guess you didn't realize what was going on. Look here, it says love to see it. Yes. Lil Wayne girlfriend broke up with him after endorsement of President 45. She said, I did not. This is absolutely false. All right. She said it was false. When they call her out for it, but she goes here on the internet and says, imagine being dumped over IG posts. So maybe so what do you make about it? She says she was dumped from her expression of political views. However, when a blog comes out and says Lil Wayne girlfriend broke up with him, oh, okay, I get it now. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, she's saying Lil Wayne dumped her.
Yes, he broke up with her.
Yeah, Lil Wayne girlfriend broke up with him. So she didn't break up with him. That's why she wants to get clarity. She wants to say, listen, y'all get it wrong. I didn't break up with that man. He broke up with me. Okay, just to let you know how petty and self-centered he is. He can't have a girlfriend with her own mind or her own views, but maybe he probably should have had this conversation with her before. And what political views do you think they really got into it with? I know we don't know, but if we had to make assumptions, what do y'all think in the comment section? Let us know. What do you think it was? What political view was it that made Lil Wayne dump his girlfriend? Karma, what you think?
The power of Trump. I mean, they were clearly on two different sides of, things. He was clearly for Trump, or at least he publicly was for Trump, and she publicly was for Biden. So I think that was kind of a conflict of interest there. If you are being taken under this president's wing to support him and have everyone that you're with, or that follows you support him, how does it look that your very own girlfriend is supporting the other party? So
you know what I think it is, Karma, and over here we don't care to say that T word, because I don't know what it is, but when you keep saying a T word, YouTube kind of be sensitive towards that. So we always say 45. It's all right, boo. I love you.
I'm gonna get it together.
No, you got it together. You know what I think it is, though, girl? I think it's about money, and y'all caught it right in the internet thing. I think it's about money. Lil Wayne, he's selfish. He's all about getting that money, and you already know how he feels about Black Lives Matter. What he say? He said, "Oh, that don't got nothing to do with me." He's not involved when a black man get pop from the popos. He said, "That don't got shit to do with me. Don't bring that to my doorstep because I'm not going to rally. I ain't going to speak up for it. It don't got nothing to do with me." He said them Caucasian people was the one that saved his life. Them Caucasian people is the one that's putting money in his pocket. Them Caucasian people is the one behind the cameraman filming him. So he feels kind of dedicated to the Caucasian race. From my experience with this, what I think. And I think that's why you see him all the time with Caucasian women nowadays, because before this, he was with, this was his other girlfriend before this that didn't last. And she was an African-American. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Date who you date, I'm for whatever you want to do. But it does seem to be, and comment in the comment section, let us know what you guys think. I feel like Lil Wayne, he likes to diss his own people and praise the other groups, and that makes him feel good. And I feel like a lot of times, maybe her, she was probably down for the Black Lives Matter movement. You know, she was probably down for equality and looking out for, blacks, and felt like, that was wrong. And she's for equality. And I think Lil Wayne's like, hold on, I'm not for that. You're doing too much. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think about that? And what do you think about it, Karma?
I would have to agree. I think that he's very strong-minded, strong-willed, whatever word you want to use there. And I just don't feel like many people challenge what he says or what he does. And he's probably used to kind of having it his way. And if you're not for that, then he doesn't need you. There's plenty of people lined up. So.
And people want to know what race Denise is. I'm not sure. I just know she's not African American. I'm not sure his ex-girlfriend. I don't know if you know this, Karma, but this is his other girlfriend. Mm-hmm. But do you know what race and nationality they are? I don't know.
I don't know. They're pretty girls, though. He always has a beautiful woman on his arm. I can say that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just know she's not African American. Shit, I don't know what these people's is. I don't know if she's Italian or what, girl. I don't know. So damn, what the hell? So let's keep on moving on. And you know what? I wasn't gonna talk about this, but I think I'm gonna talk about it, okay? This video, girl, when I tell you, I don't know if you guys know, but they caught this man in London, right? And he's a tall, big old man, and he was going out looking for, young people. So he ran across this 11-year-old girl, okay? And he runs up behind her. He puts his hand around her mouth, and he goes into this alleyway. And come on, we got to stand up for these Black girls. When I tell you the Black girl saved her day, they wasn't scared. They bossed up. I know some of y'all heard about this story. They did get the man. But I was just thinking so many of us would have seen that situation and wouldn't think nothing of it because he was walking with this girl, right? And all you see is this big man and this little girl, and he got his arms around her like he's like holding her, but they just walking and looking. It looks kind of normal, but it looked like, what the hell? And then the girls call him out. They say, man, what are you doing to her? What's going on? And he's like, mind your business, lady. This my little sister. This my little sister. Now, she's not speaking. She ain't saying nothing. So for me, I was like, well, shit, clearly the girls feel something going on. But so many people would have just mind their business and kept it moving. But these Black girls, they knew, they felt something evil in their spirit, and they kept going after this man. And thank God, because they saved this young girl, and it was, you just, So I'm going to play little bits and pieces because, I can't play everything, right? So check this out. So look real close. Okay, you see that girl coming on the screen, right? Do y'all see her? Y'all see her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see her? Check her. Okay, you see that man? You see that man coming?
Yep, I see him.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you see what he just did, right? He grabbed her. You see that? Now, can you imagine? You are little and you just walking and somebody just tippy-toe behind your ass in the daylight, not dark, and grab you. I mean, at this point, I feel like we should all teach our little nieces, our daughters, how to protect themselves. You can't depend on your brother or the other man to protect you. You're going to have to start teaching these young girls very young how to protect themselves. They need some pepper spray. They need to go to certain classes to defend themselves. They need to have some technique because you guys are putting niece, daughters, and nieces out into this world, and they don't know how to protect themselves. They don't know what to do in these situations. Of course, you would think it would never happen, but what just in case? Because we hear about these cases all the time. We hear about trafficking all the time, you know? And I want to know, what do you guys do to help your nieces, your daughters, your young ones out to protect themselves just in case if something like this happens? Do you guys talk to the people? Do y'all talk to y'all young people? Do y'all take them classes, the defense classes, or things of that nature? And Karma, what do you think about it?
Every time I see anything with a kid, my heart just breaks because it's just so sad that people would take advantage of people so vulnerable, you know. I mean, even an adult, it's just sad for something like that to happen. Me personally, with my kids, I try not to keep them out of my, or, you know, have them out of my sight too much. I only send them to people that I really, really trust. And if I can't do that, then I just don't go, or, you know, I reschedule, whatever the case is. I don't take chances. But I think, you know, there's nothing you can really do to be 100% sure that nothing happens to your child. The best thing you can do is, like you said, talk to them, prepare them the best way you can. And then just being aware of your environment, I feel like goes a long way. Just constantly looking around when you are walking, you know, constantly looking around, constantly being aware of what's around you, who's around you, and always having a plan, you know, subconsciously, of what you would do if you were in a situation. It's just really sad that this would happen to a child who is on their way to school or home from school, and they are completely not expecting something like this to happen. But it's just amazing that there was people around that, like you said, did not just mind their own business and realize something was wrong and did something, took action, and thank goodness this little girl's life was spared.
Do you think that we should have these little kids having pepper spray or some type of something?
Well, I would say yes, but there was one time I gave my little sister some pepper spray, and she ended up trying to use it against me. So I have a bad experience with that. So I don't really know if we should equipped kids. And she was older. She was over 18 when this happened. But, you know, I don't know if we should necessarily equip kids with certain things that could be used in the wrong way, because there's just a whole line of, you know, things that can go wrong there.
Got it.
But as far as some type of basic self-defense, yes, definitely. You know, whether they're classes, whether it's just something you're watching on YouTube as a family and you guys just learn how to do. My mom was not much of a fighter, but she told us if anything ever happened, you know, if it was a man, go for certain parts, and if it was a woman, go for other parts. So, you know, and that was the best that she can do because that was the most she knew. But we always had in the back of our heads that if something ever happened, that's an idea of something that we could do to try to at least draw attention, slow them down, you know, something.
Now, you know, I don't know, have you guys heard this? They said, like, if somebody do something to you, like, don't scream, but yell fire. Have you heard that, Karma?
Yes, I've heard that. And if someone's getting you, don't say the R word, but yell fire, because people are more attentive, or, you know, will look and see what's going on if they hear fire versus other words, or just yelling for help, because that can mean anything. You could be yelling for help because, you know, you spilled something and you're waiting on, you know, it could be anything. So yelling fire is just a guaranteed way that you would get people's attention. I've heard that, and I've heard that it works.
Okay. And one more last things before I continue to clip. What about getting your kids into some like program? You know, I don't know if you want to do the karate or self-defense. I think we all need to go some self-defense classes though.
Yes, I definitely do. That is something that we've discussed about getting our kids into, and mostly because they want to go into some type of law enforcement when they get older. They want to be a police officer or FBI agent. So we said that we would put them in those type of classes just to give them an understanding of discipline and how fighting and using violence is not always the first resort, and how it's just something you should know just in case, but there's other ways to handle situations. So we kind of want them to be more disciplined behind knowing how to defend themselves. So yes, it is something that we've discussed getting them into as they are getting older.
Yeah, and I just think knowing how to defend yourself and your parents teaching you at a very young age, it's a tool that you will always need forever, just in case something happens, and especially the times that we're living in. So I'm going to play a little bit more. Let me see. Let's get off the screen. So these are the girls. They noticed something. I believe one of the girls told their auntie or somebody else, and then they went out looking and trying to figure out what's going on.
Let her go. What are you doing with her?
Now you see that he caught red-handed, right? Now watch what he say.
Sister, bro, move.
What are you doing with her?
Bro, this is man's family, bro. Move. Are you nuts? This is man's family. Move from me, bro.
You heard him talking about some. This my family. This my sister. Move from me, right? And the thing, if it's your sister, move. Why you running? What you got to hide? And if you would have saw that, so many of us would have just left or walked away. If you would have saw that, just that part, what would you have think, Karma?
I don't know. I'm kind of one of those people that I watch a lot of TV and I watch a lot of documentaries. So I'm always thinking it's more than what it really is. So I, in particular, probably I might not have said anything so quickly if I didn't know any backstory, if I was just walking up on it. But I definitely would have had my eye and followed them probably around the corner. If they did walk away, I would have had my antennas up. I've actually called the police one time when I've seen somebody just suspiciously in our alley, and it was middle of the night. It was cold. They were putting clothes on, and it just was really odd, and it just didn't sit right with me. So I called the police just for them to check it out. So I probably would have had my antennas alert, but I don't know if I would have said anything so quickly if I hadn't have had like a backstory or anyone came to me and said anything.
Right. Now, some people say the fact that this little girl kept walking with him is troubling. And that's what a lot of us probably would think, because, you hear it all the time. Well, she walked with him. She ain't screamed. It seemed like she was bothered, so everybody need to mind their business. But people don't know is that they said that he had his big old hands around her mouth. So she couldn't really do much. People also said, I don't know how true it is, that, he made some kind of threats towards her. And who knows if he would have had something like a slice of dice towards her, to keep on walking. And when you're young or when you're in a traumatic situation, you just never know what you do because you don't want to get hurt. You're scared. You've never been in this situation before.
When people are trying to get what they want from you, they will say or do anything. So, I mean, there's only, room for speculation of what he could have said. It could have been a bribe. It could have been a threat. There's no telling what he said to her. So that's not grounds for dismissal, I guess, because she's not saying anything. There's a million explanations for that.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it, you still have people in the comment section saying some horrible things, said some horrible things and making jokes about this. I even seen a few men talking about some free him. He's innocent.
The same one that just walked past us, Mum. So what are you doing in the corner with her? Are you okay?
Hey, girl. Hey. Hey.
Now, if you just see them walking, I would never think anything of it. If I just saw them walking down the street, like if you just seen that walking down the street, Karma, would you think anything?
Yeah, like nope, not without a backstory, not without someone saying, "Hey, they actually seen him grab her," or
Something,
they
right?
knew her or something.
And this happens all the time. And can you imagine how often we probably see it and it's right in front of our eyes? It could be at the Best Buy store, at Target, and we have no idea what's going on, and we think everything is just normal.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about how many times you see a kid acting crazy in a grocery store, you never know when they're acting crazy because that's not their parent versus when they're just acting crazy because they're tired or they're just having a fit. So you're right, you never know, especially if they can't vocalize what's going on.
Hmm.
I'm following you.
And let's give it up for the brave Black ladies that kept on following this man. They just kept on, right? That brave, because people like, well, he could have had something on him. You just never know. You put yourself in danger, but they didn't do it. They just kept on following him with the camera, and they made sure they record everything. Isn't that brave?
Yeah, and that just shows the bravery because he could have had a knife, could have had a gun, he could have had anything. Whatever he was using to persuade her, he could have turned around and used it on the person following him. However, this is also a child in his care. So the fact that this person was selfless and was thinking about the child's well-being versus her own just shows what type of good person that she must be.
Hmm.
Look, why are you fucking stalking, man, bro?
Are you okay?
All right, we're not gonna play that part. This one, the girl, she breaks down into crying and everything, and the man, he runs away, right? And it's just crazy the amount of craziness that goes on in this world. So, hopefully that video will serve as an awakening that is still a lot of crazy stuff that goes on. And you may not even think much of it, but it's out there. Any last words on that, Carmen?
Hide your kids and hide your wives.
But she was going to school. She was walking to school.
It's just sad. It's a crazy world we live in. But like you said, it happens all the time. And there's even cases where the kids are with their parents, where they literally snatch them from the parents' arms, from right behind the parent, from the shopping carts. It happens all the time. So I guess just being aware and, like you said, being proactive, talking to our kids, letting them know, hey, this is a possibility and this is what you do to give you the best chance if something like this happens to you.
And another thing too, talk to your kids, and hopefully you guys can build. It's so important for y'all. I don't know how I can stress it enough, to have a relationship with your young ones so they can feel comfortable with talking to you just in case anything happens. So you know how many times these young people go through stuff and they see their mama, they see their daddy every day, but they afraid to talk. They don't feel comfortable with telling their mom and their daddy what happened to them that day or whatever.
Yeah, and it goes back to, being placed as the victim or being placed as the bad person. Like, okay, this happened to me, so now it must be something wrong with me, or I did something wrong, blaming the victim. So having that conversation, making sure your kids know, hey, I'm on your side no matter what. Like, I have your back no matter what, so that they are comfortable talking to you and coming to you without that judgment, without feeling shame. Like, that's so important.
I agree. And can we normalize that, hey, just because I don't know, people have this idea like if something happened to you when you were younger, well, why you ain't speak up then? Why you ain't say nothing then? You waited all these years for you to say something about Uncle Timmy did to you? I don't believe you, because why it take you so long? Why you ain't say nothing? Why is that so normal now?
It's just insensitive people, I think, because if anybody has ever had a traumatic incident, then they very well understand that it's not something that you just, oh, this happened to me, let me go tell the world. Sometimes it takes years to come to peace within yourself so that you are comfortable enough to share it with other people. Because if you're judging yourself, or you're feeling, all this bad emotions about yourself, how do you think other people are going to perceive you or perceive it? So sometimes it takes to get to that point where you're comfortable enough to tell your truth, and it should be accepted the same way as if they told it right after it happened. But unfortunately, that's just not something that happens. But hopefully, with us talking about it and being aware of it, we can make that more of the new norm. No matter when you come out and say something, I'm going to take your word for it. But at the same time, we also have to be aware when we are accusing people of things that we are being truthful so that we can be believed, because there's just so many cases where the shoe's on the other foot, where people are not 100% telling the truth about what happens, and people go down and lose their jobs and lose their well-being of life over something that's just simply not the truth. So I think those kind of play hand in hand. We have to kind of not have so many false claims go out, so that when people do tell their truth, it's not so hard to believe.
But how can we control that? How can we monitor the liars versus the truth tellers?
There's no clear cut, answer to that solution. I think it's just all a personal thing, like the honor system that we used to have back in school. If each person can be in control of their own actions, then we can get somewhere. Unfortunately, we're all humans, and that's just not likely situation, but that would be the only way to get that, is we all govern ourselves.
Yeah. All right. So let's keep on moving on. So Erica Mena, don't she look so gorgeous?
Beautiful girl.
So you guys know
Beautiful
they got
woman.
married. They got married. What else they got? They got kids. A child from this. They got paid a whole bunch of money though, But it looks like it's pretty much over. And who knows? Some people are saying it's over for a TV show they got coming up. Karma, what you think?
I think that it may be over, but I don't think that they'll stop, having a thing for each other. Maybe. I hope that they don't end up hating each other too bad in the end. I love seeing love, especially Black love. I feel like there's just such a stigma of people not staying together. Just breaks my heart every time you see a relationship not make it. But we'll see what the future holds. Not together today, back together tomorrow, this day. So we'll see.
Now, do you think that this was an honest relationship? Do you think it was genuine love, or do you think it was just a money grab? I want to know what y'all. They say she ain't Black. I want to know what y'all think. Do you guys think that Safaree and Erica? Do you guys think it was an honest love? Press 1 if you felt like it was genuine, if it was real. Or 2, if you feel like it was a money grab, it was a money opportunity thing, and that was the motive for this union, is to get fame and to get money. Press 2 if you think it's for fame and money. Press 1 if you feel like it's definitely a genuine love connection. I want to know. I press 2. I never thought like. I just felt like it was just for the damn show. And I know people would do so much for a show and for fame and to keep their job. They have babies with each other. Hell, they have babies right now and they don't even want them. Do you know how many men and women out here be having these babies just with random people they don't even barely know? So having a baby with a friend for a coworker, that ain't shit,
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people get married for a green card or just get married just for the sake of getting married, or somebody getting paid to get married? They don't be in love just because they get married. They don't be in love just because they having a child. So I feel like it was just for work. What's your thoughts on that?
Honestly, my first thought when I heard about them being together, because I kind of stepped away from being all in their business for a while, and then, or Safaree's business, I should say. And then I hear that him and Erica are together, and it's like, what was they offered? What type of show were they offered? Like, that was my initial raw feelings. And then I kind of saw them together and it was like, well, maybe they do enjoy each other's company. Maybe they do have, a nice time together. And Safaree's at the point where he wants to settle down. He wants to have children. He may want to get married. And Erica's at the point where maybe she's finally ready to settle down, the same way. So I thought maybe this could be, a legit situation. But I can't help but to go back to my first thought was, what are they getting out of this? Is this just a great opportunity for two people to get together and something grander come up out of it? And we just so happen to be doing the do and we have a baby and, so I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. If they end up hating each other in the end, then I know that it was all for TV, all for clout. But if there's a good relationship and a good co-parenting thing going on, then I can see that there would be some real emotion behind it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the mommy came in. She said, well, I don't know where the love come out because he always was cheating on her. Remember that big story broke when they first got together? He was cheating on her and the side girl came out to speak about it. And then they both got OnlyFans pages. I mean, I'm sure you can still be married and have an OnlyFans page, but God, I guess,
people do anything for money these days. I, in particular, I don't agree with posting certain things or advertising a certain type of thing once I'm in a relationship or especially married. But hey, to each his own, hey, whatever pays your bills, I'm not going to knock it, I guess.
They're money hungry. They're going to do whatever they can for that money. So to me, it's the motive. It's money. But look at here. He says a bachelor ending 2020, right? All right. So you want to let you guys know he's a bachelor ending 2020, right? So is that a breakup or what is that? Can you be a bachelor and still be married?
No.
Okay. So let's look here. He says pathetic. He says biggest regret. He was referring to Erica marriage. He says, I think the block feature on the iPhone is its best feature. So he letting y'all know he blocked Erica. It brings such peace. Okay. Great way to keep Jack behinds away. Thank you, Steve Jobs. All right. And Erica, she did come out. She did speak about some stuff, but I can't post what she posted just because she got her boobs all out in the goddamn screen, and it was definitely very inappropriate. But let me go here. I'm gonna take it off the screen real quick. Check this out. All right. She says no cocky stuff. Ain't too many like me. No man could ever stop me. All right. So she want to let you guys know, ain't no man can never stop me. I don't know what that means, but what do you think it means, Agent Karma, when she said no man can ever stop her?
She's just letting us know that she was back on the market. Subliminal little shot.
People in the comment section, they say that's a quick marriage. They about to film a publicity. All right. So people are not believing it. They got a show coming up, y'all. I know it's too good to be true. Not surprised. Why put it on social media? This dude's need to stop playing with the marriage. We ain't forgot about y'all. Please don't start. Yeah. So who else knew that wasn't going to last? All right. Leave us alone. Coming up in Love and Hip Hop. All right. You guys are falling right into their trap. These two are not getting divorced or separated or anything. They are most likely stirring up the pot for the return of Love and Hip Hop or other shows they are cast in. But you know what else too? Sometimes I feel like this. I feel like whatever the rappers are doing in real life, like Cardi B, because you guys know Cardi B, she just pulled a stunt, right? She just told everybody she's getting a divorce, right? And it went viral. And I feel like a lot of times Love and Hip Hop storylines, they mimic what they see the rappers are doing that get a whole bunch of headlines. So it could be a mimic situation of Cardi being Offset, but they just gonna, of course, make it a little bit more dramatized, hype it up. What's your thoughts, Karma?
Could be, because it's it works every time. Every time you announce that people are breaking up, whether it's people that are sad, whether it's people that are happy, it gets a lot of attention. So what better way to get a lot of attention to your show than to stir up stuff in their real life, which will make people want to watch the show to see what's really going on or get more insight. So yeah, it's very believable. And from day one, we've been kind of thinking that this was all for a show or some type of spinoff. So I wouldn't be shocked at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you guys think Safaree then came up on a come up? You know, because before this, what would Safaree be doing? Huh? Well, you know, he said that, you know, he felt like you guys should credit him for Nicki Minaj's career. Didn't y'all say that he made her lyrics? Comment, let us know. Do y'all remember when y'all was talking all that stuff about Safaree? Talking about he half made Nicki Minaj, he wrote her lyrics. Do y'all still feel that Safaree wrote Nicki Minaj lyrics? If you feel like Safaree wrote Nicki Minaj lyrics, press 5 or 6, or do you feel like I feel? I feel like Safaree was nothing more but just a hype man. But that's about it. That's just my feelings. Comment, let us know. Do you feel 5 if you feel like he was writing her lyrics for her? 6 if you feel like he was just a hype man? Because it was a big old thing about that. They kept on saying, yeah, you know, Safaree was partly a big reason why Nicki Minaj was so successful. And I was like, well, listen, if he made Nicki Minaj, then why he can't make another girl, you know? Then I heard he would start dating Dream Doll, but then that shit didn't last, you know? So,
I feel like you can help people, you can even help mold people, but you can't make anyone. You know, you can write a whole album worth of a song, but it takes someone to deliver it. It takes someone to perform it. It takes someone to bring it to life. So I don't think that that's necessarily making her. You might have influenced something. You may have given her pointers. You might have been a person that she got advice from and all that. But she's who she is because she's got talent, you know, because she's got presence.
You want to know, do Safaree got talent? Because he came out with some songs, girl. Did you buy it? Did you not do it?
He had one song that he played on the show that I thought would be, you know, nice to listen to, but I don't think I've heard it any time past that.
Last time I seen he did a performance up in New York and they booed his behind. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
They booed him because he is not, I don't know where y'all come up with he's so talented. He ain't talented to me. And if he can't make it on his own, if he can't recreate another artist, how in the hell can people fix their mouth to say he really helped Nicki Minaj's career? I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't either. And I don't like when men try to take credit for a woman's success anyway. So I don't care if he did do every single little thing. I'm still going to give her credit because she had to be the one to wake up and do it every day. You were just there. So giving her credit either way.
You know what else pissed me off about Safaree, girl? Okay, so you was with Nicki Minaj for all these years, right? So why would you go on a reality show and then base your storyline about her when you know she would not want that?
Because what else is going to get attention? Of course, we're going to want to watch it to hear about Nicki.
No, okay, but this is the thing, Karma. What about the friendship that y'all had? What about the relationship that I had? Does that not mean anything to me? I feel like by him doing that, you're just reducing her to a celebrity. Yeah, I want to talk about her, and people want to know about her just because she's a celebrity. They don't care about the other girls she was with, you know?
I think people would kind of do whatever they need to do to get to where they want to be. I don't think that they really care about who they will hurt or in some situations, you know, who they will hurt or who it affects, as long as they're getting what they need to get out of the situation. Because if he doesn't use her name, what else is going to get him out there, especially in the beginning?
That scares me. That really scares me because it means that you can't, it's no real people out here. It's no real friendship out here. And you know what? Why can't he earn and grind like Puff Daddy or like Dr. Dre or like any other artists out here? They didn't make it on the backs of a black girl. He made it off the back of Nicki Minaj, you know? So I feel like as him, he could have made it just on his own merit, his name alone. He didn't have to make it off the backs of Nicki Minaj.
Well, I mean, I personally would have never probably heard of him if I didn't know that he dated Nicki Minaj. I would have never checked for him. Like, yeah, he looks nice and all that. He's got a nice body, but there's a lot of guys with nice bodies that look nice. So that's not gonna hold my attention for too long. But when it's like, oh, you dated Nicki Minaj, well, who are you? You know, so then that makes me kind of look into him. So then when you see him on the show, oh, that's Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend. You know, let's see what he's talking about. Oh, he's actually a cool guy. He has this going on. He's got this going on. He's actually, got, more to him other than just being Nicki Minaj's ex.
What else do he got to him? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Well, I'm saying as far as he was entertaining to watch on TV. I don't know what else other than like a coconut oil did he have.
Okay, time's out, Karma. If he's interesting to watch on TV, that means that he must be a comedian like Dave Chappelle, and you don't need to ride the coattail of your ex-girlfriend. Wouldn't you as a man or just you as a human, why would you want to be so associated in fame on riding somebody else's coat? Why wouldn't you want to have a brand and a name for yourself? That would annoy me as hell. Everybody keep on associating. Ain't you the one that was friends with Karma? Ain't you the one? No. Listen, I have my own stuff. You know what I mean? That would just annoy me. I couldn't stand it.
And that's how I feel. I have people that I know that are successful, but I wouldn't even want to bring them up, in that situation, because I want to make it on my own, or I'm, land an opportunity on my own because of what I bring to the table, not because of names that I can drop or the connections I may have, or, this may make you look good because I'm connected to this person. No, I want to know that I'm worth something because you like me because of my personality, or, something drew you to me, not name dropping and I'm getting all this clout based off of someone else. That just, even like financially speaking, I wouldn't want someone else's money. Oh, here's, $1 million. Okay, great. But I didn't earn it. That'd be nice. So anybody got $1 million, I'll take it. But, that I didn't earn that. So I can't feel good about it. Oh, I'm a millionaire when I didn't put any blood, sweat, and tears in that. I don't have anything saying, okay, this is how I got here,
Now, people in the comments section, Earth Angel said, you know what? That's the same thing Kelsey is doing to Megan. Girl, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. And that's the thing. When you're up in these celebrity worlds, sometimes your friends, they start to see you as a celebrity. I think that's a good way to cut somebody off. If they don't see you as human, if they don't see you as the same family member or friend, and they start seeing you as a celebrity, to me, that is scary. I would never want anybody in my circle to look at me as a celebrity. I feel like once you start looking at me as a celebrity, you're going to look at, okay, this is an opportunity. This opportunity to get some tea, take it to the blogs. Let me do some recording. Let me get her say some retarded ass stuff so I can use against her when, so I can blackmail. I give it to a third party. I can't deal with that.
And it's scary because it's like I'm at the point in my life where it's like, okay, I want to have more friends. In my head, it'd be nice to have girlfriends where you can go out and have a nice time with. And I have people that I hang out with, but mostly family. And I have, a couple friends that I've been friends with for a very, very long time. But as far as making new friends, it's so scary because you never know what people are after. Like, what's your motive? Like, what do you need? Do you not have a car? Are you going to be needing a place to stay? Are you going to be asking me to borrow money? Like, what is it? And it's not because, I just have this thought about people, but it just seems to happen like that every time I, think that a person has an opportunity to maybe become a friend or an associate or acquaintance, they always show me something. It's like, no, I can't have that energy around me. Nope, I can't have you, in my circle. Not because you're necessarily a bad person, but I don't get good vibes or, like I said, bad energy. Just it's always something behind it. And then sure enough, something happens and it's like, see, I told you, I knew it. I knew they were like that. It's sad. It's sad, but
I can't do it, can't Karma. The hustler mentality. Don't you know the
yes.
hustler? Well, you can't blame them because it's a hustler. You can't blame them because you is kind of famous. So if he was dating you and now he want to create a YouTube channel talking about y'all relationship, you can't. What the fuck? Can you imagine if somebody did that to you, Karma?
I would have to have them sign NDAs.
Now you think that matters? I want to ask all of y'all out there too. If you have a YouTube channel or Instagram, somebody is dating you after they got finished dating you, and say, for instance, or Karma, say you're a blog or whatever, then they turn around, create a channel, and talk about y'all business and doing it for views and talking about some, I'm making money. This is a hustle. Girl, I'll be too damn livid.
I'd be on there reporting the page every time I get it.
But see, that's when people see you as a celebrity. I feel like, I don't know, am I strange? But if we were friends and we're not friends anymore, I don't got nothing bad to say about you. I'm not making no stories about you. If you was an ex-boyfriend, I'm not talking about you. I'm not making no videos. Even if people talking about you on the blogs, I'm not going to get involved, and I'm not getting in the mix, and I'm not going to help anybody help bring you down,
Yeah, I'm just the type of person that if I ever called you my friend, even if you did me wrong, I'm not going to stoop down to that level with you. I'm still going to be who I am regardless. I may not be able to mess with you no more. We can't be cool. We can't be friends. I can't be kikiing with you, but I'm not going to stoop down to your level. And that's one thing that I've stayed true. Actually, one of my best friend, my best friend now, that's why we are friends. And that's why she does respect me, because we had one of those moments where, she got a little crazy teaming up with another friend of mine. They thought they were going to team up against me. And I just didn't fall for it. I didn't let anything they said or did get to me. I just, whatever. And they had to call me and say they commended me on how I did not let them bother me. They were really intentionally trying to get to me, and I just did not let them get to me. And later on, we were have a conversation, and we became really, really good friends based off that situation, because she kind of saw that I don't care who you are. You're not gonna disrespect me. I'm not gonna disrespect you. We have to have a certain level of respect for each other. And once I feel like that's out of the window, then we can't be friends anymore, especially if I feel like you're just clout chasing.
Girl, well, I think you have a good, nice spirit about you. You didn't allow them to take you there. But the thing that got me is you said you was going to be friends with these people that was trying to set your ass up.
Well, she wasn't trying to set me up. She was trying to make me mad. Like they were being petty. We was when we were like 16 or 17 and 18. We were roommates, and it just was a bunch of petty stuff. Who paying the cable bill, and I'm paying it, so I'm taking my cable box back, type of petty stuff like that. And then they tried to use some of my products that I was saving, and just trying to do little petty things just to make me mad. And me and the other girl aren't friends anymore. She crossed the line. But me and my friend now, like I said, we had a heart to heart. It wasn't, oh, I just forgive you. No, we had a heart to heart, and we had an understanding from each other. And then she understood me, I understand her. We weren't friends right away, but eventually over time, we developed a really good friendship. And now we have children that are really close. And, it's been 10 years. How long is this? It's been a long time. 12 years we've been friends.
Okay. Well, that's nice. Well, I'm glad that story ended up being good for you.
For that one. The other one, we just pray for her.
Yeah, be careful.
We just pray for her. We don't got nothing bad to say. We just pray.
You reminded me of a friend I used to have in college. Now, I don't know if this was petty or not, right, Karma? All right, so picture this. Now, when I was in college, I did not want to go to college, okay? I was peer pressured to go to college, you know? You know?
I can understand
I
that.
was going there. I didn't do the homework either, okay? So I partnered up with this homegirl, and we were like the only Black people there because there was not a lot of Black people at my college. So I was I was cheating. Don't you know when you have a big essay due, right? And then you go on the internet and you take paragraphs and you put them together. What do you call that? What do you call that when you cheat? They call it something start with a P.
Paraphrasing.
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 They call it something else. Anyway, I had my whole essay out, and when I tell you that shit was bad.
Or you plagiarize because you used someone else's.
That's what it is.
You were using someone else's. Okay.
I
Yeah,
know.
if you change a couple words, then you're just paraphrasing. See, that's the difference. All you do is switch up the words next time.
Yeah, so I paraphrased or whatever.
You were plagiarizing. If you just took directly what they had.
I know, but I got different sources and I just all swish it up together, you know? I was real lazy in college. I did not want to study. Listen, I was just there just to get away from Detroit, okay? It was like a vacation for me. So I'm at my homegirl's dorm and she watches me do my shit, right? My plagiarism. And I was like, oh yeah, I always do this. Because I was used to doing that, right? And getting away with it. So why did she follow? Because I was on her internet. She follows exactly the pages I go to, and she does the same thing. Who does that? Who the F does that? You know? So we got called to the office, and of course, I didn't know what was going on because I didn't think that she would go behind me and take the same stuff I did. Do you know when we got up there, she blamed me copying off of her?
No, she did.
Yes, her ass did. And then I did the same. I said, no, because I was so lost because I didn't even know that she did it. But anyway, we got in trouble for that. And now, what would you call that? What type of friend would you call it? Would you call it petty?
That's not no type of a friend. It's an enemy.
It's an enemy? Okay, yeah. Well, no, we're not friends anymore. The last straw with this person, you know, I didn't have a car at the time. You know, I was catching a bus and shit. And I needed to go to the grocery store. She had a car. So she said I could use a car. Now, of course, my parents always tell me, do not borrow anybody, nothing like my parents. They don't want you to borrow no shoes. They don't want you to borrow nothing. They always just say you never borrow anything from anybody. So anyway, I used the car and then I came back. Have you ever went to somewhere and then you forgot to check off something on your grocery list?
Mm-hmm.
So I took her keys and I put it back in her dorm room. And then I said, well, damn, I need to go get something else, you know? Girl, I went to go get something else, right? I come back while was the cops around and she talking about I done stole her car.
Oh my goodness.
That was damn strong for me. I said, really? Now, you know, I wouldn't, you know, and now then at the time she was like, okay, well, you need to give me some money. I need my whole gas filled up and all this bull crap. So we just ended the friendship after that. But
That's messed up.
I don't know why when you told your story, you reminded me of that one. Now, what would you call that friend? Because you know, we had some good laughs together, you know, but it was definitely toxic.
Yeah, that's an associate.
Okay, thank you. Okay, clear that up. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Have you guys ever had somebody said you can do something, then they accuse you of stealing, but I didn't steal nobody's car, you know? Do you think I was stealing, Karma?
No, I don't think that was stealing. I mean, I probably would have said something like, dang girl, you said, could you go to the store? You ain't say, could you go around the block and down the street, around the corner, everywhere else, jokingly. But as long as my car came back in one piece, it wouldn't have been, if I'm trusting you to take my car, that means I trust you and I trust you with my car. I trust your judgment. If I don't trust you and I don't trust your judgment, then I'm not giving you my keys in the first place. So I wouldn't have handled that situation in that type of way, but
all right. Well, maybe I possibly was wrong. Maybe I should have communicated. I was going to take it again, but she was in class, so I just took it again.
I mean, I probably would have did the same thing. I have done that with my parents' cars, especially before when I didn't have a car or my car was in the shop, whatever the case may be, and I use their cars. If I already have permission, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you this story. I was going to Atlanta one time for my birthday, and I had one of my parents' cars. My car had went out on me all of a sudden. They had an extra car that I could use. So I'm like, all right, cool. They gave me ultimate permission to use their car. It was the car that I was driving. I was going to Atlanta. We were going to rent a car, but we ended up not being able to for whatever reason. I can't remember. I don't know if they were sold out. I don't remember. But I'm like, well, we'll just take my car. So I just drive down there, not thinking anything of it. And my parents were so mad at me for doing that. And I could not understand at the time why they were so mad. It's like, well, technically it was my car because it's the car that you guys are letting me drive. Why do I have to, if I'm going to the store, do I have to ask you permission to go to the store? But now it's like, no, girl, you went all the way to Atlanta. That was not just up the street. You could at least let them know that you were leaving and where you would be at, just in case something were to happen. They would have at least known where their vehicle was. They would have known where I was. They had no clue. So, that situation is making me think more of that situation because it's like, okay, I should have at least let them know, hey, I'm driving to Atlanta, I'm taking your vehicle instead of but hey, they had told me I could drive the car, so what's the problem?
Yeah, I guess we both have to start communicating better. Now that's when, now I will communicate better. And now I just won't borrow nobody's stuff.
Yes. Now I drive my own car. My car is out of commission. I will get a rental.
Yeah. So this is their baby. So Erica Mena, I don't know if she does this despite Safaree, but now she's showing the pictures and she says the best part of 2020, my Sapphire. What y'all think about the baby? What you think about the baby picture?
I think she's cute. I like that outfit. I have a little 1-year-old daughter, so I'm still in the, hormonal stage of looking at babies.
They said she pulled an Iggy, done got mad and posted a baby. Beautiful though. See, I told you. And what do you think? Do you think it's bad? How do you guys feel about this for these girls to post the baby picture when they get mad at the boyfriend?
I think so, because what was the reason that you decided not to put your child out there in the first place? Was it a decision you guys came to together, or was it something that, you just decided on your own? You guys just never did. But if it is a decision that you guys came to together, that is still that child's parent. So no matter if you're together or not, I believe that any decisions that you make regarding a child, you should kind of uphold your end of it on both ends, the mother and the father, because, like I said, that's still his child. You should not just take his rights completely away just because you're not together.
And I want to know, how do you guys feel about it? If you have a newborn and you have kids, what if you don't want them on social media? Because you know how social media is. How do you, is it okay for your spouse to post pictures? Are you okay with it? Are you okay if you had a child or if you have kids? Is it okay Do you find do you have a problem with posting your kids on social media? You know, press 12 if you don't have a problem with posting your kids on social media. Press 13 if you feel like, you know what, I just rather not. What do you think about it, Carmen?
I'm against it, but I'm not one that like stresses about it. Like their dad posts them whenever he feels like it. My sisters may post them. And I've never said anything about it. I've never told them not to. So I would, I can't really get mad at them. I used to post my kids on like Facebook back in the day. I don't really anymore because I had a bad experience. So like I showed when I had my daughter, for example, I showed, the people on my Facebook, my daughter, but I don't post her like every day or consecutively. There's no updated pictures on there from me. And mostly because I had a bad experience. I took my oldest son to the mall with me, and one of the guys at one of the little booths making the little t-shirts in the middle of our malls at the little kiosk, by the time I walked over there, he could tell me every store that me and my son had went into because he recognized my son from being on my sister's Snapchat. So that made him just kind of follow us to the store. And that kind of scared me. And he wasn't saying it to be creepy, he was just kind of like making conversation and just making me aware of it. Like, hey, I recognize your son from Snapchat. Yeah, I seen you went in this store. And it was just like, wait a minute, if this could happen like this, I could just imagine the grand scheme of things and how bad it could really get. So from that point forward, I chose not to post my kids just all the time or really at all. Like I said, every now and again, I'll post for their grandparents, that live far away or, aunties, uncles. It's just easier to post it on Facebook than to send out a bunch of pictures in group chats because then they all respond back in the group chat and that gets annoying. So every now and again I will, or I have posted stuff, but I can't say that I'm a huge fan of it. I don't really like it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Be careful, just be careful. The thing is, whatever you post online, it's going to be online forever. You can't take it back. You don't know who's going to take them pictures from you. People take pictures all the time, And since we're talking about pictures, I know some of y'all got teenage, people and young people. How do you guys feel, when they're posting not the best appropriate pictures? Like, she may be posting some cheeks out or things of that nature and she thinks are cute. But the thing is, when she turned 30 or 40 and she's going to have to look at her younger pictures on the internet, is she going to be okay with that? And what are your thoughts about that, Carmen?
Well, one thing I always tell my younger cousins is, what you post online is how people perceive you, especially nowadays where you're not seeing too much of people in person. Everything is basically online and over social media that you're keeping up with people's lives and what they've got going on. So the things you post, the way you talk, the pictures you post shows, what perceives, what you are, what you're about, or what people may think you're about. And I use the example of when, they take the pictures and their face is being covered in the picture with their phone. And it's like, all right, now what are you trying to get people to look at? If your face is covered by your phone, you're trying to get people to look at your body, right?
Yeah.
So when people come to you or contact you or like you because of social media and all your pictures are your face covered up and your body, or you turned around and all you see is your neck and your nose and your behinds, your butt's hanging out, that's what they're sexualizing you is the word that I use for her. So I'm like, you have to be very careful of how you portray yourself so that you're not sexualized automatically based off of the pictures that you post. Post pictures of your face because you want people to know you for your face, to see your face first. And if you have a nice body, then great. But that shouldn't be all you have to offer.
Of course. But they don't want to post picture they face all the time because when you post your body, you get more attention, more recognition. Look at all the famous rapper females and, the guys that celebrate girls. These guys are not celebrating as Stacy, they're celebrating, the girls that shake them and all that.
But see, that's on social media. I feel like a lot of the guys, and I mean, everyone's different. So by no means am I speaking for any guys or the majority of guys, but a lot of guys that I personally know and have had this conversation with, they don't necessarily like those type of girls to be their girlfriends or their wives. A lot of the guys that I've spoken to about this want a regular schmegular girl that doesn't have much booty, not, too big titties. They want regular girls to be their wives, to be their girlfriends. They like looking at all of that. They might want to entertain all of that. But as far as what they're bringing home to a mom, just the people that I've spoken to, that's not something that they're wifing,
They stop looking and entertaining all that because they're giving a wrong signal. Wrong signs. So by them promoting and looking at it, endorsing it, you're not endorsing your idea of what you want as your girlfriend or your wife, if that's what they say. Because shit, they always say, well, I want this, but they end up with that. And they end up marrying this person. But guess what? She all wholesome. But why they spending all this time with Rhonda, and you know how Rhonda get down. And you cheating on the wholesome wife with Rhonda all the time. And you hear Rhondas, they always coming out telling them, yeah, your man paying for this for me. And your man doing this for me, So they have to figure out what they want because they really don't.
And it's true, but as you said, your man is doing this for me. So you're right. That's her man. And that's just somebody that is using you for whatever he can get from you, and you're using him for what. But there's nothing there. When you go home at night, when the holidays come, what do you have?
Well, she say he's using your ass too because he's the one lying to you. He's betraying you. He's using you to make it for his business or to make his family happy. She say he don't really want your ass because he tell me all your business.
And I believe that be true too, because it's like I don't understand the point. But like I said, there's nothing that any woman could say to another woman about anything, because it's like at the end of the day, it's the guy. Both of y'all messing with him. So how could one party be better than the other, or oh, you can't mess with him, but I can? Like, no, who are you? If you can mess with them, so can I. So it's like, where does it end? But at the end of the day, it's not the problem between the girls. It's the problem with the guy. And if we could focus our attention on the guy, he's the one doing us wrong. He's the one entertaining it. He's the one giving her someone to talk to or responding. How are you mad at her for taking the attention or liking the attention?
I think they want their cake and eat it too. They're just selfish like that. So if you can pull out, stop being selfish, be respectful and sacrifice and really be honest, and say what you really want and be about it, then that's something different. But a lot of times they don't do all that. But I guess we'll keep going on because we didn't win off somewhere else, did we?
Okay.
I said, listen, I better turn the corner, okay? I said, I better turn the corner real quick. All right, so this is Summer Walker, and she has some things to say. She says Black people are unorganized because they have no unity when it comes to supporting each other. Karma, what's your thoughts?
It's true to a certain extent. I do believe that if we were, as a whole, more together, things could be better. But then again, I say that as far as the whole world, like if us all as human beings were more united, then the world would be a better place altogether. So, of course, stronger in numbers, but I can't say that there's just no support in the Black community at all, because I see a lot of support, especially, recently. It may not be the grand scheme like we want it to be, but when it's time to come together, I feel like there are a lot of communities, especially smaller communities, that come together for each other. So I don't think that there's no unity when it comes to supporting each other.
And what does that look like? What does all Black people come together, unified? What does that look like?
Oh, a lot of joning. No, I'm just kidding. I think that if we can just all come together and just start having conversations, that need to be had, but there's just so many of us. Where does it stop? Is it only people that are fully Black? Is it only people that are from American that are Black? Is it, what is your definition of Black? Is it people that got 1% Black in them? What is that definition? And so that's why I say, just as human beings, if we could all come to a common ground that we're humans, and if we can make the next person's life a little better, then it's going to make the world even better in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm. So people in the comment section, they say she's right. We need to get on code like the Asians. Now, when she says that, what does that mean? Get on code like the Asians. Can you guys comment? Let us know. What do you think she means by that? Do you know what she means by that, Karma?
I mean, I can only assume it's just like we say with the Mexicans and how they stick together. Like that video where one of the Mexican guys was fired, I believe. And then everyone shut everything down. The whole factory shut down. Like, he gotta go. We all leaving. And so, I think they have that, under their belt too, that they stick together. If one of them gets a job, if they can employ 15 more people, they're going to get all 15 of their cousins, their friends, and they're all going to be employed. They're all going to have a way to work. They all make sure that the next person eats. And so I feel like like I said, I feel like I do see that in the Black community. So I don't want to say that it just does not happen. I don't feel like that's a stereotype of ours, that we stick together. Like it's a stereotype of Asians or a stereotype of Mexicans, but I feel like we do come together. If not, all those people that get bailed out of jail and stuff, when it's time to come together, people know how to come together.
Mm-hmm. Well, would you consider the Black Lives Matter movement this year?
I could consider that as, like I said, all humans coming together, because it wasn't just Black people out there. It was Blacks, Mexicans, whites, old, young. It was everyone out there.
Life. It was about justice for Black people.
Yeah, and it was the world coming together for a common ground, so the world notices there's a problem, or, is not happy with the way things play out. And so the world's coming together and saying, hey, we're not going to stand for this. Black Lives Matter. We're not going to stand for this. I may not be Black, but that life matters the same way. So yeah, I feel like that is a good example of how Black people came together, but more so how everyone kind of came together, or a lot of people came together.
Got it. So Earth Angel Bree says, you know what? It shows if we stop, stealing from each other, if we stop, taking each other out of here and putting each other in harm. And I agree. I like that statement, but guess what they're going to say? They're going to say, well, Asians, they pop each other. Caucasians, they pop each other. Everybody pop each other. So I don't know why you're trying to stop Black on Black people popping each other, because everybody pop each other, they pop each other. And it's like, so you just want to excuse it. You don't want to try to figure out how can we decrease it. Your only excuse is, well, then why they do it to each other too. And Asians do it to each other too.
I don't think we're ever going to get to a point where there's absolutely no criminals in the world at all. No one's ever going to do anything bad ever. No. But I think having the conversations and, talking to our own children and letting them know that this is not the way you have to live life. This is not okay. You know, I've seen people in my community that were best friends growing up, best friends, and end up growing up and one is killing the other one. And it's like you would never expect it in a million years this person to be responsible for that person's death because they were friends, you know, brothers almost. But it happens. So it's like, you know, just have that conversation with your kids. Governing your own household is probably the best options that we have as far as taking control over our streets and our neighborhoods and our children.
Okay. All right. So we just keep on moving on. So Keisha Cole wants you guys to know she's coming out with an album. Album will be officially closed this Sunday. I'm in my home studio, still banging them out. Came up with a litty last night. So are you guys looking forward to Keisha Cole? Comment, let us know. Let's see what else we got. All right, I'm gonna pause this music right here. Hold on. So this is Yaya. I don't know if you guys know, but she is an artist. So she's coming out with her own music. She already started working on her music video. So check her out. Who would have thought, right? All right. So any thoughts on that?
Well, I guess she's securing the bag for her new life that she's bringing into the world. So,
But her
hey.
father is rich.
Yeah, but you know, it's nothing about not having your own. Nothing like having your own.
Well, it makes sense to me if she wants to be like this rapper, this gangster rapper, to link up now, you know, because she loved that rapper boy. And you know, she pregnant with that rapper boy, that NBA young boy. So, you know, a lot of people, they want to be the power couple of rap. And maybe that's what she wants, you know?
Yeah, maybe she just wants to have her own name. You know, she doesn't want to be NBA Youngboy's baby mama or Floyd Mayweather's daughter, you know, or like maybe she's just searching for her niche and maybe this will be it. Maybe she'll go on to something else. But, you know, we'll see.
Kim Kardashian, she's up in the news just a little bit just because she supported this rapper man. He said, vote for Biden. If you're a real one, I'm with that Biden. Okay. I love me some Biden. You know, she likes it. And of course, people made a big fuss out of it because we all know her husband, Kanye. He's definitely in bed with, you know, President 45. And what do y'all think about this? Please comment, let us know. So we could talk about this a little bit. Have things changed? I haven't looked them up.
Let me see.
I don't know anything changed, but how do you guys feel about this? You guys know Biden did win the popular vote by over 3 million, you know, votes. They say out of all history, Biden, nobody have ever, you know, had 70 million votes before. Congratulations on that. And I know he gonna win it, you know. But I don't know any updates on anything yet. But what do you guys think about all this? You know, comment, let us know if you have any thoughts, if you want to talk about it. Biden is at 264.
264, yeah. Trump
Okay, is that CNN? Who is that?
It's just the Associated Press.
I know, but we need to go to CNN because CNN, they, you know, and you know, Trump, 45 people, they mad at Fox people. You know that, right? They so mad at them. And the reason why they're mad at them is because they called Arizona, you know, for Biden. And oh my goodness, you know. But you know what? Biden, Nevada, you know, that was over there with John McCain, right? And they said that President 45, he disrespected that man so much and disrespected his family so much that a lot of conservatives, you know, they say, you know what, we going for Biden this time around because 45, he just too much, you know. I can't stand that spirit of his. He got that evil ass spirit. Fox is never accurate. I heard there are 400K missing in DeKalb County. Possibly. possibly, and you know they was probably off for Biden anyway. You know what I mean? And girl, it's so much with Biden. Get ready for taxes to go up. You damn right on y'all rich people. You know, I ain't rich, you know, so. But you know what? I feel like the rich people, y'all need to start paying because y'all get away with any and everything, and y'all always making so much money on the backs of the poor people. You know how many poor people in this world? It's over 2 million poor people in this world. You know, shit, it may be more than that.
Yep.
So no. I'm looking in the comments section. Anything you want to say about this, Candace? I mean, I don't know why. Karma.
I just can't wait till all the final numbers are in and we have an official result. My anxiety is getting to me, but we're getting there. 264. He needs what, 270?
Yes, he needs 270. All right. So it looks like you're gonna be over there for another day or two. So let me look here, and the people, it says it's actually 264. He has 264, but people are saying, you cannot count Arizona. That's a little bit too soon. I don't know if you guys know, but President 45, he planned on suing Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, any place that voted for blue and he felt like should have voted for him. He plans on, suing. He don't like that mail-in ballot, he just don't like the mail-in ballot. But he said he was going to been doing this because he knew a couple of months ago that his behind was going to lose, So it's just saying how this is playing out. So we just have to see. And you guess what else they was telling me, girl? They said when when President 45, when he lose, they said, oh, y'all think y'all's going to get rid of him? No, they said y'all haven't seen nothing yet because y'all have never seen President 45 outside of office. And they said, you think he done stop with the twits? They say he gonna keep on going on because you know what? They got their eyes on 2024. Yes, they do. So it's gonna be a long call. Now they said the red people, they got the Senate. So it's gonna be a tough call for Biden to push things through because he have to deal with all the reds, So it's going to be a challenge, but I think Biden, he's more conservative than most, the blue people. So I think that hopefully he'll get some stuff done. But I love when Mr. Biden talk because he's about bringing people together, unifying. It's just a different spirit. It's a different tone that is motivating, and it eases my damn nerves. Every time I hear that Trump, it rattles my brain. And you know what else I was looking at too? Now they were saying it's split. Like the whole country is very divided. They said the people that was voting for President 45, all they care is about the economy. All they care about money. They don't care about the popos doing nothing to the black people. They said that. Do you know they did a list and that was their least concern? I think it was like 2% cared about it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about that. They care about this economy, and they're mad at Biden because he's always telling y'all to wear that damn mask, and they fear that the schools is not open, and they tired of them damn kids at home, and they want them schools to be open, and they want the world to get back to where it is, and they feel like what, President 45, he gonna open them schools, and he gonna put a whole bunch of money in our pocket. And that's all they care about. They don't care about how y'all feel. They don't care about the popos. They don't care about health care that much. They don't care about the Rona because most of them, the red, they don't, believe in it. But then they say when they ask the blue people, they say, what's your most concern? The number one concern for the blue people was equality because, they feel like, the privileged Caucasian people, they don't treat everybody equal, and it's not right. So that was their number one concern. And another concern that was top was health care. because we need them damn health care. But the red people don't care because they got the money. They can afford to get any type of plan they want to get. But us poor folks, all that expensive ass bills from the hospital it's just too much. They overdoing it and it's overpriced. So, any thoughts on this, Karma?
Just ready for it to be over. Ready for my anxiety to go away.
All right, so I'm gonna look in this comment section, watching news. And I just want to say thank you, Detroit. Okay, listen, I was nervous, Detroit. I was really nervous. I said, "Oh hell no," But I don't know if y'all know this, right? But in Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania, damn, what is it called? Pennsylvania. What is? Am I saying it right? I feel like I'm saying it wrong.
Pennsylvania.
I said it right.
Close enough. Go ahead.
What the hell? Is it Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. Pennsylvania. Okay. Okay. So Pennsylvania and Michigan. Now that's the blue wall, right? That's supposed to be the blue wall for the dams. Now, 45, he had that wall before, right? But see, what happened was that they counted don't you know the last people that voted, they was counting their ballots first, but they counted the mail-in ballots the last, right? So that's why we're seeing all this blue. So President 45, he's confused. He's like, how is it turning all red, then all of a sudden just turn all blue? Well, President 45, I don't know where you was at, but if you was on the news yesterday around 4 or 5 o'clock, all this stuff was blue. In the end, it was blue. A whole bunch of stuff was blue because they was counting the early votes. They was counting the mail-in votes first, and then they did when the people was coming in the lines, they did them votes last. So every city had a different method how they was doing it, and it was a difference between the South and the North. And people didn't realize that, so they didn't know what the hell was going on. So 45 need to educate himself, but it don't matter because he was going to cause ruckus anyway, But it's just going to be crazy because after he get out of office, oh my goodness, he going to cause a whole bunch of ruckus. Do y'all know we living in history? They're going to be writing about this in the books, And it's just sad because we just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. How do you guys feel that President 45, how is he going to behave for 4 years outside of the office? Do you think that he's just going to be quiet and lay low, press 50? Or do you think that he's going to raise all types of dramas the 4 years Biden is in office? Do you think President 45 is still going to be doing a whole bunch of petty stuff for the 4 next years outside of office, press 51? I just want to know how y'all feel about this. How do you think he would be outside of office?
I mean, he cuts up in office, so he really gonna cut up when he doesn't have anybody over his shoulder telling him he shouldn't do, or not that he cares, but he's gonna cut up, and I think he's going to have a huge tantrum if he doesn't win, or when he doesn't win. It's gonna be some type of conspiracy theories of why. It's gonna be Obama's fault. It's gonna be a shit show, but I'm gonna be here for it.
I'm not gonna be here for it because I don't want to see him. I don't want this division, but it seemed like that's where it is.
That's exactly what it's gonna be,
and that's just sad. That's sad, and it should not be. We should be peaceful, loving each other, uplifting each other. It's so much stuff we have to be concerned about. But he's gonna come back in 2024. That's what everybody's talking about. I don't think he can run in 2024, but maybe the junior, because he want to have all his kids up in the White House, And I don't know if y'all heard, but did y'all heard Melanie? Melanie, that's his wife. She done packed her bags up already. She ready to leave that White House. Yes, she is. They said she done packed the bags up. She ready to go.
I don't think she wanted to necessarily be there. I never got vibes that she really wanted to just do this. Like this was part of her decision. I feel like she just is kind of going with the flow.
And did you hear about it's a group called Quado? I don't know who it is, but it started with a Q, right? And I don't know. I hope this is a lie, but I heard they was in Congress, or they just got elected to be in Congress. Did you hear about that? It's a group called Start with a Q. They do a lot of conspiracy theorists, you know. So that's gonna be kind of crazy. And guess what? You know Trump got a whole bunch of tea on everybody, right? He been up in that White House. I bet he got a whole bunch of tea. I bet he got tapes and everything on all these conservatives. So that's why he gets to pull people by the strings, because you know he got something on their asses. Do you think he got something on them, Carm?
I think, he's the type of person that would set a person up, like have somebody in the hotel room and be low-key taking pictures just to blackmail him. Like, I feel like
to set you up. Or get certain girls to be with you just to set you up. Oh, girl, you know what it remind me of?
Right.
Have you seen this movie called House of Cards? Have y'all seen that?
Yes.
Girl,
the show.
I haven't finished watching. I think I watched season 1 and 2. I was so mad when they took the reporter off, because I really liked that damn reporter, and they then took her out of there, but that man, he was a trip. How he do stuff and set people up and manipulate people.
Yep, and it's not all just TV. It's coming from somewhere. So
I believe it. And they said that Kanan, they said it is true that 2 of the Kanans or Kawan, whoever, is Congress. Girl, now you know this ain't good. They said they white nationalist techie group is horrible, but they in Congress now. He's about to squeal. Girl. We got some crazy days coming ahead of us. Is a new level. Batshit, I can't believe that person got elected. Yeah, it's 2 of them. Whoever they want to pronounce their name to be, I don't care. But it's 2 of them, and they in Congress, girl. They in Congress.
That's scary.
So this, I guess, like Kelsey said, this just the beginning. Kelsey said it, didn't she? She said this is just the beginning. Do you know how to pronounce that damn name? Because they keep on talking about some pronounced Q&A. Is that what it's called?
Is that it? QA?
Hey, I'm not trying to join the damn club. You, like me, can't pronounce shit.
I think that, did they call the person Q?
I don't know, but another movie I was telling y'all to watch too is the Black K-Man. I don't like to say that Klein Man, but the Black K-Man. Y'all need to check that TV show out. So let's go here. Oh hell. So Sabrina and Lamar, they are no longer engaged. Do you have any backstory with this one?
Well, I was kind of just looking at his past life and just some of the things that he's done and that he's admitted to. And as I was reading some of the things that he put in his memoirs book, and I'm thinking, man, what type of woman, can literally just accept all of this with open arms? Like, is he really changed? Can you change from that? Can you change so quickly from, the things that he was suffering from? And so to see that they are now no longer together and that she's saying that he needs to get help, it's like, no, he probably has not changed. He probably is showing that same type of characteristics, as far as, I don't know if he's still having substance abuse problems, but, he was a sex addict. He had problems putting his hands or threatening Chloe when they were together. So,
I think this should go to show y'all can't fix people now. Why are you trying to be with them and try to be a therapist? To me, I think that you're taking advantage of this man. Now, he's not all there upstairs. And what is it? Because I honestly feel like some people out here in this world, they get off like that. They love to play the teacher. They love to play the coach in their relationships, and they feel like I can fix you. You know, you're mine now. I can fix you. I want to make you better. And they think that shit is cute. That is dysfunction, you know?
Yes. I'm
Won't
just happy that she realized it before they got married. Because that's
you don't do nobody like that. I think she made the situation worse. How you gonna come up in here? You playing a therapist. Now you know how people feel about therapists. A lot of people don't even go to therapists to take, you know, but you're pretending to be a therapist, and then you're doing stuff with this man. You're manipulating him, and you know, you pushing your agenda on him because it's not like she just want him to get well. She want him to get well, but she want him to be with her.
mm-hmm.
You know? So she got too much shit going on. I think if she was a good friend, she would just send Lamar off to get some help and give it about 5 more years. Now, if he come out of here a sane person and now they want to get together, then get together. But why would you, if you know you're sane mentally, why would you want to get with somebody that's not equally yoked? Because clearly they wasn't equally yoked, you know?
Yes, and especially when you know that the things are true. You know, there's no speculation about the things that he's been through and things he's experienced. And, you know, I can understand her wanting to look past some of those things. But when you're at a certain point in your life and you need real help, you can't just look past things. Things need to be addressed, things need to be treated. And this is a serious situation. Like, his life went on a really bad downward spiral for a while. So I feel like he doesn't need any outside factors influencing his life, or, you know,
he's gonna be way more depressed now.
Yes, like
this man up to drop him down. You know, just leave people alone. You know, pick one. So,
and not to put it like, oh, it's her fault for being with him, but at the same time, if you're not
you should have known
ready for
better.
that challenge, or, you know, that's a big challenge. That's a lot to do. You cannot save everybody.
No, I think it's the part that you're wise. You sane. You know better. You're a therapist. You know better.
And be friends with him. Be friends. You don't have to be in a relationship. If you care about him, be his friend. Be there for him. Support him. And if it becomes a relationship, or if it becomes that in the future, then so be it. But when you're still in that healing process, I personally feel like a relationship should be the last thing on the radar, especially when you have children that you have to build a relationship with still. So,
yeah. Well, this is what she says. She says, y'all know I'm honest and I'm transparent. So I have to be the first to let you guys know that I no longer engaged to Lamar. This has been a difficult decision for me to make, but it's the best for myself and my kids. Lamar has things that he alone has to work through. Now, why she got to put his business out like that? She could have kept the "we're not together anymore." That's it. But now, he got some stuff he need to work through. To me, I think that's pointing the finger. I love him dearly, but I am no longer able to be by his side while he seeks the help. So he desperately needs. I wish him all the best, and I'm asking that you pray for everyone involved. All right. So he says he desperately needs some help. She says he not there. He desperately needs some help. And but shit, she knew this going into this relationship, but I guess she felt like she could fix him. Almost. Don't this remind you of David? How David felt like he can fix Tamar?
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's why I don't agree with her putting that out there like that, because it's like we all know what was wrong with him. We all knew that he had these problems. You decided to get with him, and now you're trying to tell us like it's a shock or like it's news. Like, no, we've been know this. We knew this. We were trying to wait until you figured this out, or you made it public that you understood what was going on with him. So I don't agree with her putting that out there like that. Like, oh, he's got all these problems. He needs to work with them, and I can't be by his side. He had all these problems from the beginning, and so what's changed now? Like, what's gone to the next degree now where you can't be by his side?
You know why?
Like, you have to put it out there like that at least.
I can tell you why. You want to role play real quick? The reason why I don't want, because I tried and he's not listening to me. he don't do what I tell him to do. And I'm tired.
Change a man. He's going to do what he wants to do. You can't tell him anything.
Well, listen, I knew what was best for his life, okay? I came in that man's life and I gave him the best years of his life. He was doing good.
You were doing good. You don't know how he was doing. He could have been doing bad and just trying to save face just to make you happy, just to try to find his little piece of happiness. But he has to heal from within. That's nothing that you can do. And if anything, you can probably stand in the way of him doing that healing, because not only can he can't just focus on himself. He has to focus on you and keeping you happy and giving you attention instead of focusing on himself and figuring out what he needs.
Well, that sounds good, but all I know is this, I gave him life. He was at the bottom, girl, but when I came into his life, I made him better, and he you know how many times he told me if it wasn't for me, he'd be gone somewhere. Like I did that. But we're at the point now where I'm just tired of trying to help him. He don't want to do right. He's always backtracking. He say he gonna do better. Then we be good. Then it be a couple of months, everything great. And then he goes back. I just don't have time for it.
So don't have time for it. You need to be worried about, you don't need to be causing stress in your life and causing you to go down the same road trying to save somebody else.
And that's why I push my hands with him, because I'm just done. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt and I was trying to help him, but it's so much that I can do, because when I try to help him, I'm the one that's getting hurt. You know how much I lift this man up. I picked him up, but who's there to pick me up when I'm down? And who's put me down? His ass. He's put me down. When he get on that shit, he'll say anything to hurt my feelings, and I just can't do it anymore.
Well, then I guess you don't have much of a decision to make then. If you know what's best for you, he knows what's best for you, it should be easy.
Well, yeah. And don't you think that David will probably say the same thing?
When it's really
I try to help Tamar, but I can't do it anymore because I end up getting hurt, So how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel, do it turn y'all on to help somebody that is less than in the membrane? Like, does it turn you guys on to fix somebody? Do you guys inspire to fix somebody in a relationship? Comment, let us know. Press 70. If it turn you on to fix a man or fix a woman, comment, let us know. And guess what? If you ever been that person before, press 75. If you ever was a person that used to like fixing a man or like fixing a woman, and you feel like it gave you purpose to make somebody's life better, you feel like you have a duty to do, comment, let us know. Have you ever did that before, Karma?
I can't say that I've ever tried to fix anyone, but I will say that the relationships that I have been in, like in the past, where I wasn't at the point where I wanted to be at in life, not saying that I'm there now, but, I was just getting started in life, didn't really have much of my own. And I would date people that had their life together already, and so that was so hard for me, because it's like, here I am trying to keep up with them now, I don't have my own this, or I don't own anything, and they own this, they have this, whatever the case may be. So now I'm trying to catch up with them, and I never really felt comfortable in those situations versus someone that doesn't have absolutely anything. It's like, no, I can't do that either, because you got to have something to bring to the table, other than just a hungry stomach. Right. But I'd much rather have someone that's kind of in the middle, where they don't absolutely have nothing, but they don't have it all. But someone, depending on the age I'm young now, so I feel like I can say this, once I get past a certain point, it's like, you got to kind of either have it or not. We passed that point of building. But now that we're young, it's like I can be with someone and we can build, where you have some type of ambition, you have some type of goals, you have somewhere you're trying to get to in life. You may not be there yet. You may, have ups and downs along the way, but you have somewhere that you're at least trying to get to. I could live with that because then you're, have something that you're driven, you're doing something, you have ambition, you have goals. I can live with that. But just absolutely nothing. And I'm trying to build you. I can't save you. I can't make you do anything. I can get you a good job, but are you going to get up and go to work and do the job the right way? No, I'm not going to deal with all that.
But somebody said, she's a gold digger, and she might be a gold digger. Hell, if I was a gold digger, I would dig on Lamar. First of all, I know he's not all the way there. So mentally, he's disabled. Mentally, he's easy to be manipulated, I know that I'm more, my soul got, people got, it's so many people that's around here. They got fat pockets, but their soul is broken. They got a broke soul, a broke spirit, but their pockets is fat. So therefore, if you're a person with a rich soul and, you're knowledgeable and you're wise, sometimes those broken souls, they are attracted to that. And even though they have more money, I still feel the person that has more sane, that, has more of a rich soulness, it's more fortunate and it's more in the power of position. Because a lot of those people that got all this money, but they're not educated, they get misused. And it's easy for you to, to sell them anything because they don't have the same capacity in the membrane like you do. So that's how I feel about this situation. But I was in a situation before with where I how can I say it? That I was trying to fix somebody up, it just made me feel like I had a purpose. If I wanted credit, I wanted to be the one to be like, I did this for you because I saw your damn potential, I tried to get him to get helping with his career as far as he wanted to be a damn singer and shit, like casting agencies and just teaching certain businesses and things of that nature. But it ended up backfiring on me, so never again. And it really stretches you out as well, because the person is not on your level. They don't have the same morals and values that you do, And I remember one situation where it got real rocky. So, I ain't going to say that. Never mind. I'm spilling too much damn tea. Okay. But what do you do if you was in this situation? Okay. Say, for instance, your boyfriend wanted to be a singer, right? And you was pushing them in the business. So what if they get in the business, girl? They get in the business, right? And they start making it. And then they start hanging out with these damn celebrities, girl, right? But then it's a certain, I ain't going, that's all right.
I want to know the tea. You have to tell me now. No.
But I don't know. Maybe I was wrong for it, Okay, you push somebody to make it, they start making it, but then like certain celebrities, some big people, they start liking them. Mm-hmm. How do you compete with that? And then, it's like, damn, I'm not, I don't, and then I guess I don't trust easy. And I just felt like, oh, okay, so you gonna fuck with them now. Get the fuck out of my house, okay? I know.
I think that once true colors are revealed, no matter how hurtful it may be or how sad it may be, once the true colors revealed, like that is a good thing in the end. Because if so easily, so quickly, I don't know how big they may or may not be, but already in the gate, you not even reach your full potential yet. And this is what we have to worry about. So I can't see it getting any better if you start reaching your full potential. So go ahead and weed them out now so that I don't have to deal with them in the future when things get bigger or better and I'm accustomed to certain things. And no, I'd rather just weed those people out from the get-go. So to me, like I said, everything happens for a reason. I would look at it as a blessing in disguise.
Yeah. It was almost like, don't you know how a celebrity could try to, the celebrity be telling you, listen, I'm gonna help you out, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, but you looking on the outside in like, nah, that celebrity just wants you for themselves, they don't plan on helping you. Why in the hell is they inviting you out like around midnight? Why are they calling you any other time of the night? You know? Nah,
If they want something.
But of course, when certain people can't see it and it's like you're just hating on me and I'm just trying to make it, so.
See, I think that's where that trust in the relationship comes because, okay, you could be inviting me out at midnight because maybe there's a promoter at a club or something and you want me to run into them or meet them or something. Maybe there's an opportunity out at that time of night and you just genuinely want me to be a part of it. So that's where that communication and relationship falls. Hey, I'm just trying to get, to a certain point and this person can help me get there. They're very aware that I'm not trying to be in a relationship, or they may not be aware and I may be just trying to use my charm as a way to get, but I need to have that understanding with my partner in the relationship. Hey, this is what, but I'm not into using people. So I would be like, you need to make it very clear that this ain't that. And, you're just trying to make whatever connections you're trying to network. So
yeah, but I can also see Keisha Cole possibly was going through the same thing with her ex-boyfriend because, he wants to be a singer and possibly, he was getting around with some people that have more motives and she could see it, but he probably couldn't see it. He probably said, you just using me. But at the same time, Keisha Cole was the one that got your ass up and propped you up to be the person that you are now,
Yep.
So I think, So anyway, let's just keep on going here. I know you guys see this link, so I just want to give a special congratulations to my girl Stacy. I don't know if you guys know, but Georgia, the race is very tight, and the reason why, because of Stacy. So I don't know if you guys know, but when she was running, Stacy got cheated. They did the vote suppression. They was trying to get the people to vote for her, not to vote for her, and doing all these strategies. So instead of her just giving up, she decided to go full force and to help those and to combat voter suppression. And she is the reason why Georgia is getting so close now. So you see a lot of people on social media giving her accolades. She says Stacy is a queen and deserves her praises. Admiration and respect. But let me tell you, what you're not going to do, you're not looking to Stacy to fix everything. We got to take a page out of her playbook and get the work done. Her shoulders aren't supposed to carry for the load meant for us. So y'all get that? So basically she's saying, listen, she's doing a great job. At the same time, you can't place everything on her. She's not going to do everything. So don't, like, if anything go bad, blame it. Don't blame it on Stacy. She did her part. So take a playbook out of her page and do what she did. And I hope that more, young, people will introduce their daughters, their nieces to Stacy so they can learn Stacy's stories and they can have options. They just don't want to be just like a Cardi B, but they can be a Stacy. They can be so many girls in this world, because a lot of y'all want to complain. Well, all we see is the same type of girls that's winning, but that's false because Stacy, she's winning in a major way. But y'all don't like talking about her. I'm sure your nieces, your daughters don't know who Stacy is, but they know who that damn Sukiana is. Why is that? It's up to you to put great influences in your kids' life and your daughter's life and to teach them about Stacy, to teach them about Keisha. And, Stacy, she has a whole full story. So does Keisha. So do all these girls. And some of these girls' stories is more interesting than the damn Sukiana. Give your community other options. I'm not trying to take away from Suki. I'm not trying to say she's bad because down in the next girl to put the next girl up ain't no good either, you know? It's just giving people other options out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and giving them people that they can look up to and can be role models that want to be a role model, that carry themselves to be a role model, and for kids to be able to look up to them and say, hey, if she can do this or if she can have this influence, then so can I. I can have a voice. I can have power too.
Mm-hmm. And to figure out what was the young Stacey Adams like, what was the young Stacey Abrams like, what was the young Stacey Abrams struggles, you know? I'm sure she was 20 at a time too, but she may not have been twerking, you know? You don't have to twerk to make it, and there's nothing wrong with twerking, you know? I'm not for downing the next person to make the next person seem great. But there she is with her family, you know, having a good old time. So let's go here. People are saying, I just want Stacey. I just want what Stacey wants for herself, but would be happy if there was a place for her in Biden and Harris cabinet. I can only imagine the influence that she could have there. All right. Stacey for DNC chair. So, hey, the people are spoken. They want her to be in the cabinet. They want her to be somewhere. And, you know, it's important for us to uplift these girls like Stacey. We must keep talking about Stacey, you know, uplifting them up. So any thoughts about Stacey?
Powerful woman, and I just hope that more young girls, I myself, can continue to look up to people like her and follow in her footsteps.
Shit. All right, hold on. Let me do one more thing. Give me something real quick. All right. Anything else you want to say while I'm doing something? Please speak, girl.
I'm hungry.
You thinking about what you got?
I'm thinking about food right now. Like, man, what am I gonna eat when I finish?
I got your ass on here for too long, huh? You like, when is it going to end? But you know what? I tell you something. I'm not eating no more meat no more.
You're not?
Nope. I had this Beyond Burger and I had the Impossible Burger. When I tell you these burgers is hitting on something, it's really good.
I'll have to try them. I'm kind of scared. I have to be one of those people that doesn't know what they're trying, just eats it, and then it's like, what? That's not real meat.
Well, I don't see it like it's not. You know what? How about that? Since you want to say it's not real meat, I'm not eating a cow. How about that? Because I can't stand when people say that ain't real meat. Well, listen, I'm not eating a cow. Do you want me to look at you eating a burger? Look at you eating a cow. You like
I guess it's true. Because
taste?
It's real and it's a different type. It's not cow meat. So yeah, there we go. Just not eating the cow.
Nope. They had to do so much horrible stuff to that cow, and you eating it. How does that make?
I appreciate them doing it, so I don't have to.
Right. Since you want to talk about my fake ass meat.
I like my processed steaks.
Somebody said Beyond Burger is good. I got some in the refrigerator. Girl, I had me. Listen, I go on that Instagram. No, what is that called? That Instacart. I was on Instacart and I was shopping. And you know, when you on Instacart, stuff just started popping up at you. And I said, ooh, this is Beyond Burger. And I had the Impossible Burger at Burger King. And I really like the Impossible Burger at Burger King. So I said, listen, I'm going to give me that Beyond Burger. And yes, I was beyond the damn stars when I had that. It was so good. I ordered 4 more damn packs. I got them in free.
Really?
Yes, I do. And you know what else I do? I get the Hawaiian buns. Y'all had the Hawaiian buns?
Yep.
It's somebody damn farm. But yeah, I had a whole field day with that. You'd be so after eating that, I don't want no McDonald's. Well, I don't eat McDonald's anyway, but I don't want no Chick-fil-A. I don't want no Zapsies. I don't want none of that. I want my damn Beyond Burger and my Impossible Burger. And you don't feel bloated because sometimes when you're eating all that heavy meat,
So do they have Beyond Chicken and Impossible Chicken too?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far.
Because it's only so much, Beyond Meat I would eat. I need something else, some Beyond Fish, something.
They got some Beyond Sausage, okay? They got that damn sausage. But I didn't want no damn sausage. I was just good with the meat, the burger. I was good with that. And it doesn't taste like it's not meat,
Yeah, I hear good reviews about it. I just haven't had the opportunity to try it yet.
Yeah. And it got a good expiration date on it,
Oh yeah, see, that'd be the best part.
You don't gotta worry about no goddamn smell.
Expired meat, rotten meat.
Uh-huh. All right. So I had to change the thing because I didn't spell. Hold on, I didn't spell the name wrong. So I had to change the damn name.
Yeah, Stacey Adams.
Did you catch it?
Yes.
And you ain't text me?
Well,
it's all right. It's all right. All right.
Next time I know I got you next time. I'm sorry.
Listen, I was strolling, right? I was just strolling. And I was like, damn, why do I keep on saying his name? I said, is they trying to be fucking funny? I thought they was trying to be funny. Oh God.
Are they trying to be fucking funny?
Right. So then I looked. I said, oh shit. I didn't spell the wrong.
It was an honest mistake.
I said, I hope ain't nobody catch that shit. I really was hoping. That's why I went to black. I said,
that's why you went black, why you retyped it. I wonder why all of a sudden now I do say.
I said, please talk, girl, please.
You should have told me. I would have never said it out loud.
It's all right.
Well, at least you know I'm paying attention.
Yeah, we all are, ain't we? Oh God, got me over here crying.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, but let's give a big thank you to Darcel L for donating $40. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. Kind of got choked up. Stacey came back as the rising hero of Georgia and quite possibly America. So all of our efforts are not always lost in past losses, because you know how they did it last year. But absolutely, we have people who find a better purpose to work on the time to come back stronger than ever. All right. So yeah, now these comments sounds, a little bit better and consistent. Shit. Oh God.
You might have needed some new shoes.
You said what happened?
You might have needed some new shoes. Looking up Stacey.
I'm up here talking about some preaching to this person and that person about goddamn Stacey, and I can't even get the goddamn. No, I gotta do better. All right. So Kylie is blasted for promoting makeup line. During the election results. Any thoughts?
I mean, she's a businesswoman. Why would she not take the opportunity to make, people aware of her company? So I don't know. I don't really have a comment. I guess
This should be the one day she should not be so selfish. But you know what I'm
they
learning?
do that though.
Yeah, I think Kylie, I think she's definitely on the red team. I think she's very conservative because only conservative money, greedy money people would think this way. And all they think about is money, 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 24/7. So, and like the polls was saying, a lot of people that voted for 45, they didn't care about equality for people. They didn't care about people's feelings. They didn't care about health care. They didn't care about the Rona. All they care about the economy and that damn money. That's it.
Yep.
And I guess I don't know. When I was reading that, it just made me think: can I really blame people out here? Can I blame the Sukianas? Can I blame people for getting their damn money? Because that's what it's all about. I mean, I'm not all about that, but shit. Sometimes I feel like, am I losing out? Should I always be about the money? Should I start doing some damn crazy shit and come up here with a fake ass boyfriend for goddamn views and clout? And start rocking this damn shit out. Like, I don't know. No, I don't want to do that. But what do you think about it? Like everything is just a gimmick to get more money and bigger business. People do it to influence people. Next thing you know, they come out with a product and they always do some crazy not political, but they always do some stuff, just like the James Charles, all them people, they always do some drama and then they come out with something. Just like Kylie, they always do some drama and then come out with something. Queen Nigel always do some drama, then come up with an album. Now, what's your thoughts about that?
Well, these are her earning years, so she's going to do whatever she can do. People are going to do whatever it takes to make a dollar, and I can't say that. I mean, I particularly have limits to what I would do for money, and certain money's just not that important to me to compromise myself in certain ways. But then again, my bank account don't look nothing near what their bank accounts look like. And my bills are probably nothing like what their bills are because they're accustomed to certain things that I'm just not accustomed to. So they're trying to maintain an image. They're trying to maintain a certain status versus me, who I'm just trying to, as long as I can pay my light bill when it's due, I'm happy. So I feel like we're on different levels in life, so we think differently. If I ever got to that level in life, I would hope, I still have morals and values and what's important, and I wouldn't just do whatever for a dollar. But, if I have a $2,000 light bill that needs to be paid and a $1,500, $15,000 mortgage or rent that I have to pay, then hey, I might be posting my toes on OnlyFans trying to get a couple dollars. You just never know.
Go ahead with the toes. But a lot of people agree with you. A lot of people say in this blog, but of course everybody doesn't because it was trending. So a lot of people didn't like them for doing it. But this blog post, they seem to be on all one accord. They don't have any problem with Kylie doing her business on election day. What I tell you something, I didn't blog last night because of the election. I took off because I felt like it was more important for everybody to focus on the elections and shit. I wanted to focus on the damn election, so I decided not to blog or do nothing because I was soaked into that TV. Do you know I stayed up all the way to 9 o'clock in the morning?
Oh my goodness!
Yes, I did. Waiting for the result because this means a lot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I just be into it. I really do. Girl, I was home last night just flicking. I was at CNN. I was at Fox. I was going through all the damn channels. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get all the different sides.
Yes. Now I can see if it was like 45's wife posting about a makeup line that she's, coming out with the night of the election, the night before the election. I can see that, causing uproar because it's like, all right, you're the first lady. That should be. But we're talking about the Jenner Kardashian clan, they they use whatever opportunity they have for self-promotion, for self-benefits. Like, how could we really say that we're shocked or surprised?
I'm not, but I guess this is just the way we're going, I mean, we've been going this way, honestly. I don't know, maybe it make me think about, goddamn, am I got too much peace of mind? Because I know what's her name, Kardashian, Kylie. Don't she go through drama, or is she really in drama that much?
I wouldn't say necessarily a lot of drama. I mean, she has things that happen to her. She's human, all that stuff with her friend and her sister and all that. But I think that they are very hush-hush. There's not a lot that gets out about them that's not controlled.
But she's never been in it. Like, if the only scandal I can say that possibly with Kylie is she, was dating Black China boyfriend, and he was older than her, wasn't she underage at the time?
Yeah, and there was something about her, which I don't like quoting things that I can't remember exact detail of, but something about her, the images she was using for her lip kits was some other artist's work, and she never gave that artist credit or asked permission to use it.
Oh yeah, and then t-shirts. Remember, she did that Biggie Smalls and that Tupac t-shirts, making all that money.
Making all that money, yes. So stuff like that.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing: they always selling something, ain't they?
Always making some money. People always buying it.
We need to start selling some shit.
Yep. Let's see.
I guess you gonna start selling them toes, take a picture. Okay.
There's some people that might be into that. So hey, $20 toe shop. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
It's a whole bunch of people that's into it. They have a whole community.
My auntie used to have a friend who used to pay for her regular pedicures just so he could look at her feet. He was a truck driver, so he's come in town and just want to look at her feet. I was like 17, 18 at the time, so it was like, what? And now it's like, oh yeah, that's not surprising. People do stuff like that.
All right. Well, I don't know if you're a fan of Sukiana's, but have you seen her pictures? She loves feet.
Yes. When she had it in her mouth. Oh my goodness.
She loves them. Feet is a big deal.
I'm not a fan.
Comment, let us know. Are you a fan of feet? Do you like feet? Do you enjoy when a man is a fan of your feet? Like if your man he's really into feet?
It needs to be a balance. Like, you can't just be all like, I don't want anybody that has a thing about my feet. Like, you can be infatuated with me and, just so happen to grab my foot and caress it or whatever.
No, you're
cool, but I don't want it to be, pull your foot out. Hey, babe, let me see your foot. Can I look at your foot?
Send me some pictures of them feet.
Send me your foot. Can I bring your shoe to work with? Like, no, I don't need it to be a thing.
Well, just know you ain't the only foots they thinking about, They probably got a whole slew of them motherfuckers.
Now, if you like feet and you're getting pedicures and you like buying shoes and stuff because you just like to see women with nice feet or, nice shoes on their feet, then that's one thing. I could understand that. But if it's like a sexual thing sorry, that cannot turn you. My feet cannot turn you.
You know what? Girl, I did not know it was 2 hours.
Yeah, we're about to.
I'm sorry, come ain't gonna come over here no more, okay? Because I don't know how to respect people's time, I really don't. Honestly, it feels like it's just been 20 minutes.
I know, I'm having fun just talking. I didn't even realize it's been that long.
I know. I'm sorry to keep you. All right. So, any comments that you guys have, I'm going to look in the comment section. If you guys have any comments about anybody that we talked about on the screen, or I guess the election, please comment. Let us know. I guess this is what you call the last call.
This is the last call for alcohol.
Yeah, that's what it is. Are you gonna I guess drink to celebrate?
When Biden gets announced as the winner, I have some wine in there, and I will drink it if he wins.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Now I know I'm supposed to be on this damn diet, but you know what? I didn't fail. I didn't fell short of the glory. Because a couple of days ago, I was on a road to victory. I lost 6 pounds on that intermittent fasting, right? But then I got depressed. First of all, I messed up because I said I'm gonna celebrate the 6 pounds. I'm gonna celebrate it, and I got me some dairy products. Knowing my ass should not be fucking with dairy. It didn't fuck my whole program. It just messed the hell up, right? Next thing I know, I got back on that scale the next day. It said 2 pounds.
It's okay.
I said, fuck it. I said, no. It was supposed to go like that, All I had was a good old bowl, and I had a box of Cheez-Its.
A whole box, though?
I couldn't help myself. Because, when you, like 5 days or 4 days of intermittent fasting, like you're not used to eating anything for 18 hours, girl. So when I start to munch, I guess the old ways came back.
You forgot?
Time flew. I was watching TV. Next thing you know, I was digging for crumbs. You hear me? I said, no. And then I don't know, but them Cheez-Its, it be clogging your ass up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I had to take like a whole bunch of fiber pills to get my shit activated.
Oh my goodness.
So now I'm just back at the same weight that I started with. I ain't lose shit now. I'm even. But if Biden win, I was gonna do this regardless. I done got me like, don't you know them Edelman cakes?
Mm-hmm.
I love me some Edelmans. Do you eat Edelmans?
Edelmans, yeah. Well, my boyfriend mostly eats them. If I don't eat stuff the first day it come to my house, I don't get it.
Oh, well, I get the Edelman, and I got me some fudge, and I put it on the fudge, and I got some walnuts, and I like to sprinkle it on the walnuts and have me a piece of cake, and then I got some ice cream. And did you know they got lactose ice cream?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they got lactate ice cream. I got the cookies and cream.
I was gonna ask you, do they have all the different flavors? But
I love me some cookies and cream. I got cookies and cream of vanilla. And I got me some caramel. Don't you know that caramel syrup?
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm wrong. And that's that fudge syrup.
Oh, you went all out, huh?
Yeah.
You just didn't have no limits. You were like, you know what? It's been 18 hours.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I guess I'll probably do. That I don't drink, so that's what that's gonna be about. All right, so let me look here. It says, Nicki Minaj baby. I think. Do you know if isn't she having a son?
She had a little boy, I think.
Right. Let's give a big thank you to the guy from Texas. Thank you so much. 2 black parents. You black? Uh-huh. All right. Did y'all see Offset expose Cardi for cleaning after she told women she don't cook or clean? Okay, so it was a video. I seen it double. It was a video of Cardi B. She was just sweeping. And Offset says, "Why you lying on your records? Why you lying on your records?" So when Offset said, "Why you lying on your records?" It was so many bloggers that started to make posts about, Offset called Cardi B out for lying on her WAP song. So of course people thought he was talking about her WAP, right? But he was just saying, "Why are you lying on your records? You really do clean." But like I said, you can't take what artists people say in songs serious because it's just for entertainment, you know?
Yes, that is so true. I mean, that makes me think of my boyfriend. He likes to write songs, whatever. And so I wrote a couple of songs with him. And on one of the songs, my very first thing on my verse is ass is fat. Now, I don't have no booty at all. Like none. But it just goes with what I was going with in the song. So if you hear it, you might think, oh, yeah, she probably got a big butt. But do you see me? It's like, whoa, wait a minute. That is not what you said in that song. So it's like, no, like people say anything in music. Does not mean anything.
Yeah, I think music's supposed to be just a form of expression. You don't have to be so serious. I mean, could you imagine if every lyric was honest and serious and relating to the artist?
It just wouldn't happen. People wouldn't be that truthful with themselves, first thing.
No, a lot of people would be locked up. Wouldn't all these rappers be locked up? Because they always talk about, the bad and the fraud stuff they did. Shit, Cardi would be the first one that's locked up, wouldn't she?
Okay. And sometimes they do try to use their rap songs against these artists. There's been cases in the past where they've tried to use lyrics against people, but it's not, I mean, they're lyrics. You can't take them for what they are.
And then you have ghostwriters and writers. So therefore, are you going to incriminate the writer?
Exactly. Where does it end?
Right. Well, I didn't write that part. They wrote that part. So come on now. It's just music. Entertainment. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm sorry, Karma. And I'm sorry, you guys, to keep you up for so long. Maybe because I just wasn't online yesterday. I just felt some type of way. Who knows? So hopefully I can get the program together. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right. So love you guys. And please like that video. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And please forgive us because I guess this is like out the norm type of life. All right. Karma, any last words?
Y'all have a good night, good morning, and I will talk to you next time.